स्टॉप हो सब कैसा दिखेगा जब मैं वापस आऊंगा अगर मैं कभी
Last sounds like nothing exists. It's when I wave, said everything once. Not one of you's noticing now.
Shit in the space is what I need to get myself out of my head. I reflect. We were talking about the check on the walls, while everybody else was talking about getting everything
once. I'd run and run some more, my legs got tired and they give up. Granted, since I was a little kid, my mum said I'd get my comeuppance. So I'm off to a new world that I truly feel I might belong in. I used to dream of this shit, outer space and rocket ships. I used to hate the neighbours' kids, but now I get the truth. I used to dream of
lost inside my mind sometimes. It's getting harder and harder for me to find a line between my consciousness and all the ominous. A list of my accomplishments is honestly a cost to shine. I get a glimpse of happiness and constantly I second guess. Like obviously dreaming, I can't argue with the constant drift. The offers on the table for the plot that I insist to live, but villain me belittles me and tells me I should stop this shit. So honestly I'm overwhelmed with how I'm living. The fame I laid to go, but then the fame became the prison. And where the warden at? I need to speak to the man. I need the keys cause my demeanor leaving me in demand. And even seeing my brand compete, exceed and expand could never keep me from believing that it's luck of the hand. Cause I get lonely at times, feel like a phony at times. Cause every plan can play an echo, this the voice of the damned.
Damn, not invisible, touch people's principles. Fuck nostalgia, just take me back to the past. Time will always tell you rooms, being alone's a ritual. Overthinking for nostalgia. The voice of the damned, you've been haunted all night. Life was falling where it's sure to go right. Not invisible, touch people's principles. Of being invisible. Damn, not invisible, touch people's principles. Fuck nostalgia, just take me back to the past. Time will always tell you rooms, being alone's a ritual. Overthinking for nostalgia, save me all the way. Voice of the damned, you've been haunted all night. Life was falling where it's sure to go right. Not invisible, touch people's principles. Of being invisible.
Used to run around the area, I'd run amongst some odds when I got tired and they give up. Running since I was a little kid, I'm upset I got my comeuppance. So I'm off to a new world that I truly feel I might belong in. I used to dream of shit, outer space and rocket ships. I used to hate the neighbors' kids, but now I get the truth. I used to dream of the wins, but alone in public games. I used to play worlds and play for days and years on end. I see the future, I see a light, I'm dreaming of stages. I see a world of unknown, haven't hallucinated in ages.
When I was younger, I had this older cousin. Fucking man, child, man, there's no discussion. This man had a lot of temper tantrums. You think he couldn't control it? That's into those intelligence of stars. He didn't wear it on some rings cause he thinks he's a bad man. Beating up his auntie, man, he needs to look cat scared. I was like 14, it's a 2 AM night. Couldn't believe where I was sitting looking out. It's not a fight, it was a struggle. It was tough, it was relentless. It had me paralyzed, I was regrettably defenseless. Trying to close my eyes when watching. Every chance I get, I'm haunted with a relentless in my head. Till the day I'm in a coffin. If that's the case, then how could I ever really be? Following me constantly, the record of the beast. Attempted murder on his hands, I once but 2 and 3. Recalling forgotten memories from the depths of my hellish dirty seas. These days, all I ever think is don't get complacent. You can't choose your past, that's for one of the basics. You get to choose your future, I can see murder racing. But I have a panic attack, relentlessly patient. This rapper's senseless. I give up future glory in pursuit of indefinite protections. Wanna be the best of the best, and that's an obsession. But it's an iconic story. In school, I couldn't learn my lessons on the daily. I'm walking around the streets like a paranoid, staring and then anxiety peaks. And it's when that I envision the being the front of spirits inside of me. If it's a day I got a battle the mind inside of me. Do you see the irony that I'm driven and I got passion? But bad luck and bad mistakes I be following every second. Trying to find a new world, but I've been living in a lesson. Every passing by is relentlessly fucking staring and not in a nigga way. Like it constantly makes me anxious. A new place where I'm different and God, if it's so pretentious, praying for a day to change. When I'm late up and manifesting 100 mile an hour brain escaping worlds with my brethren. Come on. And this rap isn't senseless. I give up future glory in pursuit of indefinite protections. Wanna be the best of the best, and that's an obsession. But it's an iconic story. In school I couldn't learn my lessons on the daily. I'm walking around the streets like a paranoid, staring and then anxiety peaks. Next minute I envision the being the fun of spirits inside of me. If it's a day I got a battle the mind inside of me.
vision of being the final spirits inside of me. If it's there, got a battle, the mind inside of me.
Stones in my glass house. It's my duty to go ghost when I lash out. Self-sabotage is wonderful. Ruin my life, all I need is a crash out. Last time I changed, the pulse says no refundable. Gotta take it to silence, but my light points this way. Head run miles while I can't think straight. Ruin my life cause I can't be vulnerable. Humbled them once, charged them twice. Talk about porridge, can't sit comfortable. Which Range Rover they can't decide. I'm morally sober, can't change my mind. You call me a joke when you cross the line. My life is over, this place is fine. A horizon of soldiers crossing the borders. Marching all over the local islands. Say goodbye, but for now I'll soak in the silence. Ignore the violence, and I'll leave you wondering why.
You know, I'll take a drink and I might even smoke a little reefer. You know, I like to smoke reefer. You know, I relax and everything. Cool. I don't get high with it. It's cool, you know. You know, party and everything. Somebody goes up. I don't do it. Just relax. It's cool. I don't get high with it. It's cool, you know. You know, party and everything. Somebody goes up. You just relax. Hey, come in. You know, we party, man. I think you would do party.
I get smooth on the rap when you get away. You said who's in the rap, how can I sway? You got a Hebe in the GBs, written all over you. DP was the crew who got away. Mid-fight, the guy had a wardrobe malfunction, so the sperm is a second of silence. To figure that it go ahead, the crew who got away. Figure that, listen to me, do you should get done for harassment, battery and drugs, such a reason I live. I'm rightfully angry still. 5 years old, you were beating up kids.
I do not.
Give me a slap from behind, so I spun your jaw and I made you my bitch. I have no regrets, I'm no saint, I'm no fighter, but I did the right thing. But God help me if people start staring, the panic attack's still happening today. Breathe out, panicking.
You know, I'll take a drink and I might even smoke a little reefer. You know, I like to smoke reefer.
Panicking. Panic attack, it's coming to get me, I'm checking this adrenaline hits. Maybe I have some trauma that's never resolved, it's coming to get me, this memory lives. Ego miss, ego death, don't wanna find out what was next. Cardiff, bottom of the table, relegated, sticking it from the back of the net. Ego retreated with liters of nicotine, looking like a room with steam at its best. Everyone pays for the games, it's a place, just a life contract, and the people's in debt. Maybe I have some trauma that's never resolved. It's coming to get me, this memory lives. Ego miss, ego death, don't wanna find out what was next. Cardiff, off the table, renegade, sticking it from the back of the net. Ego retreat, with liters and nicotine, looking like a room with steam at its best. Everyone pays for the games, it's a place, just a life contract, and the people's in debt.
You know, I'll take a drink and I might even smoke a little reefer. I like to smoke reefer.
This rate I'll die when I'm 40. I've got a tired heart, but my leg aches from all of the walking. I've been sensing distressing bodies that pile the floor. Just lying there, can't bring myself to look, man, that'd be torture. There's lots of tension between each body. These days talk creates the tension. There's a lesson to be learned from all the slaughter. These days I see like reach places for a cheap day alone. Used to throw stones, wish I was a stone's throw from free day. Life is bodies pile the floor, and taking no notice. It's an eviction of my feelings, making it feel like I'm home. Like I left in me, let me breathe. It's the path you've chosen. My mind's in a hungry game, the left is telling me over. Life is bodies by the floor, I'm taking no notice. It's an eviction of my feelings, making it feel like I am home. It's almost like I left in me, let me breathe. It's the path you've chosen. My mind's in a hungry game, the left is telling me over.
We like to call this lifeless mountain. no reference to time, not even time to self comes by here. A land of decaying life forms that will welcome any lost soul who's willing to call this a lifeless land.
I've been losing my head, things been falling apart. It's been time for a walk into the storm in the dark. I've been using the moon to bring me home in the dark. Seems the seasonal woes have been falling me apart. I see the smoke running down my face. I like to watch the stars down the drain, or I make tears float away. I see the smoke running down my face.
tops in the top. You can see clearly, done this before. Skipping the flood and come back and forth. You can be incredible, stage of progression. I'm showing them war and you're getting them sold. I can see clearly, storm is coming. It's the time to get everyone told. As people are precious, stage of progression and worse. We starting off thinking our road. Froze on, I'll be keeping you all on your toes. Mr. Incredible after incredible. Cautious by ended up calling them load. 6 degrees, feels like none. Like a grave, I'm digging a hole. But instead, I'm watching my life play out on her bridge and it's taking its toll. If I was a gambling man, cause I ripped my savings. If I wasn't good enough, back to the basics. Producing this beat, I'm obsessively crazy. I've been animating the war from scratch. Literally broken the rules. The odds are against me for traveling the world and back. Never in line with the guys at the top. And the compass is gonna go half a map. Where did you go? Simply along the spot of the socials. What did you do from the start? I was exploring the world, but I started walking in circles. One for us and one for them. It's time for a world with a bit more virtue. Crave your respect, but it ain't what they get when you lie to the man. You got a plan, you demand that the invite curfew. Must admit, I feel a bit lonely. With mistakes, but what can I say? Head is a piss, the past is the past. If that was the case, it'd be the good days. What would they think if they saw me? Lost is the feeling of flowing away. Not going back as I knew. My ring my spirits for hours, I'm going insane.
There are always a few that come in and think that they have a great deal of wisdom that they can somehow give we poor, struggling people here, polarized as we are in the lower end of the socioeconomic income picture. And they think that they can reach down to our drab existence and lift us up.
Watching you fight, I'm seeing it clearly, seeing the skies in your mind. Sometimes I can't see it anymore, but at this time I see it well in your eyes. I saw the change in his eyes 1,000 times. It's clear when he saw the fire in his dreams alive. And watched on the floor, saying no more. Broken bones and a mental fall. Nothing can make it out alive.
that's a big reason why I felt compelled to make this. 'Cause it's like, might as well throw in your 2 cents. You might have something new to offer, you know? And it would just resonate, or like it would be about something that people would want to talk about. Talk about death and about what it meant to him when our artist died, and about how he was struggling and fucking anxious and like whatever, just in casual conversation. Because I think he like deeply, he wanted to be understood. And in a way that was bigger than like the way that people perceived him. I think a lot of people are like that. I feel like I'm like that. Fucking lonely and like
Since I was a little boy, I always felt that existence as such was real. since I was a little boy, I always felt that existence as such was weird. And I was, does it measure up to anything? Now, comes from a Sanskrit root matra, which means to measure. So from this root matra, we get going on into Sanskrit, we get the word Maya. And Maya is generally translated illusion. Although it also means magic, creative power. The word illusion, switch over, we get that from Latin, and that comes from the Latin ludere, to play.